Form 2, Mathematics, Probability, First Midterm. Scheme of work reference, page number 41 to page number 50. Objectives. What is probability? Probability that an event does not happen. Possibility space for two events. The number of times an event is likely to happen. Probability. A measure of the likelihood that particular event will happen. A measure of the likelihood that particular event will happen. Outcomes of experiment. Think you are going to throw an ordinary six-sided dice. So there are 6 possible scores that you can get. What are they? They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the act of throwing the dice is called an experiment. Throwing the dice is an experiment. The score that you get is called an outcome or an event. It means outcomes or an event. The score that you get is called an outcome or an event. The list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is called the set of all possible outcomes. In mathematical language, we use the word probability to describe chances. In maths, we are using the word probability to describe the chances. We say that the probability of getting 4 is 1/6. The probability of getting an even number. When you throw a dice, a probability of getting an even number. What is it? There are 6 possible outcomes and there are 3 even numbers. So getting an even number is, the probability of getting an even number is 3/6 or a half. These things you have already learned in Form 1 class. Probability of that event A. Probability of an event A is equal the number of ways in which A can occur divided by the total number of equally likely outcomes. Experiments in which an event can happen more than once. A letter is chosen at random from the letters of the word difficult. What is the probability that the letter I will be chosen? There are 9 letters in difficult, word difficult. So there are 2 I's. What is the probability that the letter I will be chosen? P choosing I. P choosing I. There are 2 I's, so we can write the number of ways in which A can occur 2. The total number of equally likely outcomes 9. Right? So the probability of choosing I is 2/9. Then you can see an example here. There's a cylinder. In that cylinder, there are green color and red color marbles. So the ratio of the red marbles to the green marble is 3:5. So the probability of selecting a red marble is, there are altogether 8. So the probability of choosing a red marble is 3/8. Here you can see an example. One number is chosen at random from whole numbers 1 to 50. What is the probability that it is not a multiple of 7? For that, We could find this probability by listing the numbers from 1 to 50 that are not multiples of 7. But it is easier to list and then count the numbers that are multiples of 7. So here you can see the multiples of 7 are in between 1 to 50, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. So probability of multiple of 7 is equal to number of choices that are multiples of 7 over total number of possible choices. Now, there are 43 numbers that are not multiples of 7. So, the probability that the number is not a multiple of 7 is given by how? You can write P not a multiple of 7. You know there are 7 multiples. So, from 57 are multiples of 7. So, not a multiple of 7 is 43 over 50. Then P not a multiple plus P multiple of 7 equals, 43 over 50 plus 7 over 50, 50 over 50, it's equal to 1. Hence, P not a multiple of 7 is equal to 1 minus P a multiple of 7. A does not happen is shortened to A bar. If the event is does not happen, we can write it as here A bar, where A bar is read as not A. So you can write P A bar equal 1 minus the probability of the event A happen. So here you can see the example. If the probability that I will pass my driving test is 0.7, then the probability that I will fail is. So normally then the event is happening. So the probability is 1. Only. So I will pass my driving test is 0.7. So asking the probability that I will fail. So you can find it by 1 minus 0.7. It shows 0.3. Example 2. A number is chosen at random from the first 20 positive whole numbers. What is the probability that is not a prime number? So how to find it? 1 to 20, what are the prime numbers? Number 1 is a prime number? No. So you can list the prime number. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So altogether there are 8 prime numbers. So P not a prime number, you can write 12 over 20 equals 3/4. Now we are going to learn about possibility space for two events. When two events are simultaneously happening, to find the probability we need to draw possibility space. What is possibility space? A list or a diagram showing all the possible outcomes of an experiment. See, now you can see an example. An ordinary 6-sided dice is tossed and a 10-pence coin is tossed. With the dice, 10-pence coin also thrown. Simultaneously both the event happen. So from the dice we can get the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the coin, head and tail. So you can write draw the possibility space like that, and you can write all the outcomes like here using the bracket and the comma. Find the probability that you are getting head and even number. Altogether there are 12 possible outcomes. So getting head up and getting even number, there are 3 times we can get. So we can write the probability of that 3 over 12. It's equal to what? Tail up and odd number. Tail up and odd number. Tail up and odd number. So you can have altogether 12 outcomes. There are 3. 3 over 12 is equal to quarter. You can simplify it and write it as quarter. We'll see another example. Example 2. One bag contains 2 red counters, 1 yellow counter and 1 blue counter. Another bag contains 2 yellow, 1 red, 1 blue. So, 1 counter is taken at random from each bag. Find the probability that the 2 counters removed are. First bag. There are 2 bags. So, 2 events are simultaneously happening. So, you want to draw the possibility space. First bag, red, red, yellow, blue. Second bag have red, 2 yellow and 1 blue. So you have to draw the possibility space and you have to fill it. So you can then find altogether there are 16 outcomes, and you can see probability of getting both blue. There are 16 out of 16 possible outcomes, 1 chance to get P both blue. So it's equal to 1 over 16. P both red, 2 over 16. So it's equal to 1/8. P, 1 blue and 1 red. There are 3 chances. So 3 over 16. The number of times an event is likely to happen. If P is the probability that an event happened once, when the situation is repeated n times, we expect the event to happen about P times n. So, you can see an example here. If we toss a coin 20 times, what is the probability of getting heads up? Oh, we are expecting. So, if we throw a coin, toss a coin once to getting head up, what is the probability of that event happens once? Half. There are 2 outcomes, 1 chance to get the head up. Half multiplied by 20 times, number of times that event happens. Half multiplied by 20, the answer is equal to 10. Example 2. 2 ordinary 6-sided dice are thrown 360 times. How many double 6 are there like to be? So here you can see simultaneously happening 2 ordinary 6-sided dice are thrown. Dice are thrown 360 times. How many double 6 are there likely to be? There are altogether, according to the possibility space, 36 outcomes. 1 chance to get 6. So 1 over 36 multiplied by 360. So 1 over 36 multiplied by 360 equals to 10. Now you all can try to do exercise 2A, 2B, 2C. We'll come to end of this video. We'll look into the summary now. So the probability that an event A does not happen is equal to 1 minus the probability that it does happen. If the event is does not happen, if that event is A, we can rewrite it as P A bar is equal 1. The probability of that event can happen. If P is the probability that an event happens on one occasion, then we expect it to happen NP times on N occasions. For example, the probability that a coin lands head up on one toss is half. So if we toss the coin 50 times, we expect 25 heads. Probability of happening the event at once is half. Number of times the event is happening 50 times. So half multiplied by 50, 25. Hope you all understand the lesson. So here you can see there are a few furthermore questions. You can go through them, and there are few references. You can go through these links and get more idea about the lesson and do all the exercises in textbook. Thank you.